Imagine waking up tomorrow with $50 million in your bank account, a dream come true. Financial freedom forever, right? That is what everyone often assumes after such a win. But here is the troubling reality: many lottery winners end up completely broke. Within 5 years, 70% of them are actually worse off than before. This isn't just bad luck, there is a predictable pattern that destroys fortunes. It starts the moment someone discovers they are holding the winning ticket. The transformation from ordinary person to millionaire happens in mere seconds. However, for this immense preparation to manage it takes zero time. Meet Jack Whittaker, a West Virginia businessman, who won $315 million. He won the Powerball in 2002, claiming a massive jackpot. Jack already owned a very successful construction company, worth $17 million. So he understood business and money management, or so everyone thought. Jack chose the lump sum payment of $113 million. Within weeks, he was carrying hundreds of thousands in cash to strip clubs. Thieves then broke into his car, stealing $500,000 in a single night. However, this was only the beginning of the real financial destruction. The first problem lottery winners face is what psychologists call sudden wealth syndrome. Your brain isn't wired to handle instant massive wealth or sudden abundance. Humans evolved managing scarce resources gradually, not overnight abundance. When abundance arrives overnight, our decision-making systems catastrophically malfunction. Then there is the relationship apocalypse that nobody ever warns you about. The moment your win becomes public, every relationship fundamentally changes forever. Your cousin who ignored you for years suddenly needs $50,000. Your childhood friend now expects you to just buy them a brand new house. Jack Whittaker experienced this immediately, getting sued over 400 times. People claimed he had promised them money, or that he even owed them favors. Family members he barely knew appeared, demanding their share of the jackpot. Strangers showed up at his home with elaborate sob stories to extract cash. But the pressure doesn't just come from strangers and distant relatives. Your closest relationships suffer most because of a massive power imbalance. When you can solve anyone's problem with a check, genuine connection becomes impossible. Trust evaporates completely, making genuine bonds utterly impossible to distinguish. Studies show that lottery winners who keep their winnings secret maintain better relationships. They also maintain significant financial stability for much longer periods. However, most states require public disclosure, broadcasting your identity everywhere. This paints a target on your back that regrettably never completely disappears. The second major trap is lifestyle inflation, often on actual steroids. When you have tens of millions, buying a $3 million mansion seems reasonable. It is only a small percentage of your wealth, or so you think. Then you realize it needs $200,000 annually for maintenance and taxes. Jack bought multiple homes, expensive cars, and indulged every whim. He spent without considering the tremendous ongoing costs of maintaining such a life. A luxury car costs $200,000 to purchase, but much more to own. Insurance, maintenance, and depreciation alone add $50,000 annually to expenses. Here's what most winners don't understand about true wealth: rich people don't spend principal. They invest it and wisely live off the steady, generated returns. $100 million, properly invested, generates $4 to $6 million annually. This is genuinely sustainable forever, securing their financial future. But lottery winners typically do the opposite: they spend the principal on depreciating assets. Their wealth shrinks monthly, with no income replacing what they spend, unfortunately. They're not working anymore and haven't created investment systems for returns. There is nothing to sustain their luxurious lifestyle long-term as it was. Financial advisors call this unfortunate scenario the depletion spiral. You start with $100 million, then spend $5 million on houses and cars. Then $10 million helping family, followed by $20 million on failed business ventures. Suddenly you're down to $60 million, but your expenses haven't decreased at all. The psychological pressure intensely amplifies everything, making it overwhelming. You feel guilty having so much when people around you struggle daily. So you start giving money away, wanting to prove you deserve this windfall. Every decision becomes emotionally charged, rather than being financially rational. Evelyn Adams won the lottery twice in New Jersey during the 1980s. She collected $5.4 million total, a massive sum. Evelyn gave money to everyone who asked, gambled extensively in Atlantic City. By 2012, she was living in a trailer park, completely broke. The third trap is predatory advisors and scammers who specifically target lottery winners. The moment your win becomes public, financial advisors and brokers swarm. Some are legitimate, but many are sophisticated cons designed to separate you from millions. They act before you even realize what is happening in front of you. Winners lack the experience to distinguish good advice from outright exploitation. A scammer in a nice suit promises 20% annual returns on investment. It sounds amazing because legitimate investments rarely promise such massive returns. Those that do, unfortunately, carry enormous, often catastrophic, risks involved. Jack Whittaker trusted the wrong people repeatedly, losing millions to preventable scams. Business partners embezzled money from his companies, further eroding his wealth. He funded ventures that existed only to drain his accounts, foolishly thinking. Without financial literacy or skepticism, he approved deals that were completely fraudulent. Even legitimate financial advisors sometimes exploit lottery winners through excessive fees. They will charge 3% annually to manage your massive portfolio. That sounds small, until you realize it's $3 million every year on $100 million. This wealth transfer compounds devastatingly over time through lost investment growth. Then there is the added danger of completely failed business ventures. Winners think they are now entrepreneurs because they possess capital. But capital without knowledge is just expensive tuition, a costly lesson. They invest in tech startups they don't understand, or loan money to friends. The tragedy deepens when addiction, unfortunately, enters the fragile picture. Sudden wealth removes all external constraints on truly destructive behavior. If you have gambling tendencies, unlimited money equals unlimited losses, sadly. Substance abuse now means you can afford any amount, accelerating decline catastrophically. Jack Whittaker's granddaughter, who he adored, tragically died of a drug overdose. His daughter died shortly after, and his heartbroken wife eventually left him. The money that was supposed to bring joy instead destroyed every relationship he valued. He later said he wished he had torn up the winning ticket completely. By 2007, just 5 years after winning, Jack had lost virtually everything. Legal fees, theft, failed investments, and charity consumed over $100 million. The successful businessman who once built a $17 million company was devastated. He was financially and emotionally devastated, proving wealth alone isn't enough. It couldn't protect someone unprepared for its challenges, no matter the amount. But Jack's story, as tragic as it is, reveals something deeper about the curse. It's not just about spending too much or trusting all of the wrong people. The real problem begins the moment those numbers appear on your screen. Winning fundamentally changes everything about your entire life overnight. And here is where the true climax of our story actually emerges. The lottery doesn't just hand you money, it thrusts you into a different universe. You are without a map, without training, and without any preparation whatsoever. Imagine going to bed middle class and waking up wealthier than 99%. Your brain hasn't changed, and your education also hasn't changed, unfortunately. Your understanding of interest, tax structures, and estate planning remains exactly the same. Now you're making decisions billionaires spend decades learning to navigate successfully. Financial advisors swarm like sharks sensing blood in the water, aggressively. Some are legitimate, but many others are not, presenting their enticing traps. Family members you haven't spoken to in years suddenly remember how close you were. Friends develop urgent business opportunities that require immediate large investment. The phone never stops ringing, and every conversation feels like it's about money. Meanwhile, you are facing decisions that would challenge experienced wealth managers. Should you take the lump sum or annuity, minimizing your tax burden? How do you structure trusts, which investments are sound versus scams? Every choice carries million-dollar consequences, knowledge you simply do not possess. This is the moment where winners face their truly crucial decision, a significant climax. Do they recognize limitations and seek genuine help, or dive in alone? The difference determines if the windfall becomes generational wealth or a cautionary tale. Most choose wrong because they misunderstand the complex nature of the challenge. They think wealth management is common sense, simple and easy to understand. But managing sudden wealth is a highly specialized skill, like surgery or engineering. It requires expertise that most people never truly need to develop in their lives. Add the psychological component, and the difficulty multiplies exponentially for everyone. Studies show sudden wealth triggers the same neural responses within us as trauma. Your identity fractures, relationships become transactional, and paranoia then grows. Depression rates among big winners are shockingly high, creating new problems. The isolation becomes crushing, you can't talk about problems without sounding ungrateful. Old friends drift away, new friends seem motivated by wealth alone. Trust becomes impossible, and loneliness becomes your constant companion. This is despite having resources beyond imagination, a cruel irony. So winners often make desperate decisions, seeking to recapture the initial joy. They spend more lavishly, give more generously, and even invest more aggressively. Anything to feel the excitement again, but that dopamine rush is sadly gone. It's replaced by anxiety, immense pressure, and a grinding realization. And then comes the resolution phase, the inevitable moment when the money runs out. For most lottery winners, this happens within just 5 years, a quick downfall. The mansion gets foreclosed, luxury cars repossessed, and businesses often fail. Suddenly they are back where they started, except now they are also deep in debt. But they are not really back where they started, facing a worse position. They've lost relationships, burned through goodwill, and developed expensive habits. Many sink into depression, haunted by what might have been if chosen differently. Some even file for bankruptcy, while others face criminal charges for desperate schemes. Yet here's the profound lesson hidden in all these financial tragedies. The lottery curse isn't really about the lottery itself at all, surprisingly. It's about what happens when anyone receives sudden, unearned wealth without preparation. Athletes, entertainers, and inheritance recipients face identical destructive patterns. The rare winners who succeed often share many specific characteristics. They maintain their anonymity, often claiming through secure legal trusts. Hiring fiduciary advisors who prioritize their interests is a smart initial move. Preserving wealth requires different skills than earning it, demanding strategic investment. The real challenge isn't just financial, it is profoundly psychological. Winning the lottery does not solve life's problems, it exchanges challenges. Winners who thrive accept this reality, building crucial support systems accordingly. Treating sudden wealth as a great responsibility, not merely as freedom. Next time you buy a ticket, dreaming of winning, ask this crucial question. Are you dreaming of having money, or prepared for managing it properly? In the end, the lottery does not ruin lives, unpreparedness truly does. Understanding this vital truth is key to future financial well-being.